Ready? Hey YouTube, it's Billy again, and today I want to show you how it's possible to make refresh your Christmas tree. You know, it's your first Christmas tree, whatever. Refresh it without going broke. This year we didn't have a choice on changing our decorations because back in March we sold our house and moved, and something, we don't know what, got in the box, and well, some kind of brown sticky stuff got all over everything got ruined. So we had no choice. So whether it's your first Christmas tree or whatever, you just want to update your Christmas tree, I'm going to show you how to do that without breaking the bank. And when I say not breaking the bank, I mean less than $100. And I mean, if you have a smaller tree, you could probably spend way less than that. If you have a bigger tree, well, you'll probably come close to that if you're having to replace everything. I'm going to show you our Christmas tree is already done, but I'll show you what we did. Now the tree we've had for years. I'm not sponsoring anyone, but this is a Balsam Hill tree. It's flocked. These are really good trees. They're not cheap, but we've had this one for years, and it's been really good to us. The only thing we had to replace was the decorations, and you don't really need a lot of decorations to make your tree beautiful. You just need a few simple basic steps. For example, the ribbon. You can get a roll of this ribbon. It's about, I don't know, 3.5, 4 inches wide. Comes in a little spool. Some of them are like 35 feet long, and for most Christmas or holiday tree, Christmas tree, whatever you want to call it, that's going to be fine. And then you're going to leave it on the spool. I always like to start in the back. And this is a really tall tree, and my arms aren't that long. So it does help if you have someone who can help you. And you just start in the back, and then you just kind of go around the tree and just kind of wrap it all the way up until it's done. And then the beads, you can try to coordinate your colors. Like this year we're doing gold. You can do silver and gold, red and green, blue and green. But you know, it doesn't want to clash too much. Your balls, get some that are the same color, but the textures and the shapes are different. But you see they all go together. You know, you've got glitter, you've got just your plain gold, you've got a different shape, texture. Just, you know, break it up. There's about 3 strands of beads, and you just start at the bottom, go around, just kind of go up and down, up and down, up and down, and then kind of go the same pattern that you went with your ribbon. Kind of go between. So you got bead, ribbon, bead, ribbon, bead, ribbon, bead, ribbon, and so on. Just kind of make it go. And then what you're going to do is start with your balls. And then you just start at the bottom, and I go from the bottom and work my way up. And you're just going to, you know, every foot or so, and then just kind of keep that gradually spiraling, you know, upwards. And then you won't have any blank or dead spots. Now your ornaments. Most stores will have them kind of grouped together. And I like whatever theme we're going for. Well, this year, you know, we had to replace everything, but you know, try to pick from the same group or groups that kind of match. And you don't need a lot of ornaments, you know, especially if you have a flocked tree. If you don't have a flock tree, you can actually buy the stuff in a can and do it yourself. If you do flock your own tree, you want to start at the top and then go down, because that's going to look more natural. You know, snow comes, it lands on the top of the tree, and then it, so on. So, do your wrap, your beads, your balls, and then you just want to go from with your ornaments, you want to you have 4 sides of the tree. You want to go down on this side with some, down on this side. And you know, these are really cool. Get closer. Come over here and do the ornaments. So, but these all go in the same group. Like whatever section of the store, you know, they're all divided in color themes, and these are kind of old worldly, you know, kind of crafty looking things. You know, you've got the owl, you've got joy, you've got a little bird, and just kind of make them look natural, like a bird in the nest, he's up in the trees, just all kinds of little things. You got a tree over here, but you do not have to have a ton of stuff on your tree to make it look really nice. I mean, this is probably, I don't know, probably one of the best trees I've done in the last 10 years. I'm really happy with it. And it's really simple. You know, simple is, sometimes it's just better, you know, but it's great. So that's how we did our Christmas tree, and everything all in all, that's not including the tree, is probably under $100. And I mean probably $50 to $75. The ribbon is probably, depending on where you go, you know, I got this at Walmart. It's like $6, but it's for 35 feet, so it was more than enough to go around the whole tree. These beads you can get, they're just a couple of dollars, you know, for, you know, each. And we have 3, and we just kind of worked them our way around. The balls are easy, because usually you can get them in a big container. Like all of these came in one big carton, you know, and that made it really easy because they all go together. You know, but you've got, you know, your regular one, you've got the glitter, you've got the ball with some texture on it, different shapes, you know, and just, I like to lay the balls out in groups, you know. Take them out of the container, get all your hooks on them. If you have a green tree, they have these little green hooks now. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really nice because, one, they don't hurt when you step on them. Everybody stepped on one of those little wire things, and it feels like you need to run off and get your tetanus shot updated or whatever. But I mean, but not only that, when you hang it on the tree, if it's a green tree, it disappears. So all you see is the ball. And that's really nice. I think that's it. But this whole carton of balls was like $8, you know. And I mean, these will last a long time. You know, I mean, they're cheap, but good. The ornaments. Ornaments vary in price greatly, depending on where you shop. Now, each of these came from all the same place, and they all came from the same group. None of these ornaments cost more than $2. So, and you know, this is a 7-foot tree. That's a pretty big tree, you know. So I think we have like 10 or 12 really nice ornaments, but they're just, you know, strategically placed around the tree. You got the sled, you got the little stocking, you know, just, it doesn't need to be a lot. You don't need to have tons and tons of stuff on your tree, you know, because you really just want to showcase the tree. So, and that's it.